everyone. Today is March 30th, 2019, and this is Sarah Felder, founder of Pink Peacock Project and host of Triple P Radio, and I'm here today with my producer, Wanda Carter.
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing good, and today we will be talking to the family of Jerome, Dwight, Bergeron, and let me introduce now my two special guests, Janet Q and Rebecca. How are you guys doing?
Oh, doing great. How you doing?
Doing good.
I'm doing good. Okay, well, today we are going to talk about Jerome Dwight Bergeron. I'm going to let everybody know a little bit about his conviction, and then you guys are going to go ahead and join in on this. Jerome Dwight Bergeron was, and I apologize if I'm saying the last name wrong. Janet, help me out.
Bergeron.
Thank you. Was charged with 4 counts of aggravated rape. On March 9th, 1993, he was found not guilty on 1 count and found guilty on 3. Each count is a mandatory life sentence in Louisiana. He was sentenced, therefore, to 3 life sentences with no probation, parole, or separation of sentence to be ran concurrently. He has now been incarcerated for 26 years. So now, I want you guys to go ahead and let the world know about Dwight, your father, Rebecca, and Janet, your special friend. Rebecca, let's start with you. Let's tell everybody about a special memory you have of your father, and how old were you when he got incarcerated?
Yes, ma'am. I believe I was about 6 when he got incarcerated. It's been so long ago. And I have many special memories with my dad. I remember always being with my dad. One in particular was we had this go-kart that he had got us together, and me and my brother Chris were riding it down the road, and I was driving, and these older kids took it from us. And so we came back and we told Dad about it, and he was like, oh, no. So we went, and we were standing on each side of my dad, and he went and he got our go-kart back. He told him like it was, and we were just so proud, like, yeah, that's my dad, that's our dad. I remember always a lot of times being with him, just doing different things. He liked to, we would buy you kids, so we ate seafood a lot, and I remember him shucking oysters for us and stuff. Yeah. So I was really the only one that liked them. The others didn't, but they were good. Many good memories, going fishing, just different things,
So, as far as you're concerned, your father never did anything wrong or illegal to you.
No, ma'am. The charges that were brought against him that he's serving time for, he is innocent of those charges. And I have said that since a very small age, a young age. I have recanted my what I had said in trial many times, but nobody wanted to hear me.
Did you ever have any medical tests? Did they ever do a rape kit with you?
I remember they did some type of medical examination, and of course they didn't use that in court from what I understand. We did like 2 of them. We did one here locally with a local doctor here, and then we did one also with another person at a hospital, and there was nothing really basically that showed any signs of anything.
And what about
compared
your
to what his charges were? I mean, they said that. Basically, they made it sound like. To me, it made it sound really horrible. Like all these people were doing things to us, like sexually, and him as well, and my mother, which never happened.
Never
Wow.
happened. Wow. And you guys said that in court, and they still charged him with rape.
Well, actually, our first court date, which is what put him in jail, we did say that things happened, yes.
Oh, okay. You had to go back and recant it.
Yeah, they have been coerced and told time and time again stories to tell. Rebecca can tell you more about that. Chris was, bribed into doing, to saying the things that he said, to go to Disney World, to meet Mickey Mouse, pizza, ice cream, all kinds of different things.
So who was it that coerced them into telling these untruths about their father?
What had happened was my parents were very young. They had me at 16, and my dad was 17, and kid after kid after that every year, and we were kind of poor, I guess. I didn't realize that we were, to be honest. I mean, to me, it was normal,
Yes.
And we had gotten placed into different families, kind of like foster care situations.
Yes.
I had went and lived with my great grandmother, and I started seeing this family that who are now my adopted parents, of course. And Chris and Shane also got placed with a family as well, which happened to actually live right next door to my adoptive grandmother's house.
Oh.
Wow.
And so we, Chris and Shane, which is another brother of ours, and we would see each other a good bit, because of course my adoptive dad would go see his mother quite often, and I would go with him. So happened, from what I understand, that the person that wanted to adopt Chris and Renee, the couple, they couldn't have children, and they had heard that my parents were trying to get their rights back.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
And trying to get their stuff back together.
Right.
And these people couldn't have children, so
Wow.
therefore the woman, from what I understand, I remember her specifically, pushing the issue. I had never said anything of the sort that had happened, anything like that, and my adopted parents can vouch for me on that as well. Because through the years I had asked, like, did I ever tell y'all anything before this even occurred?
Right.
And they said no, So, I don't know. And then Chris's adoptive parents that wanted to adopt him or whatever had, they're the ones who came up with the story, his adoptive mother.
Wow.
She worked in social services. She knew the ropes, and she knew
She had that criminal justice degree, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
and
She knew
a lot
the
of
rules.
people locally and stuff. And we were, like I said, we were very poor. My dad was very uneducated. My mother was young. So I guess they felt that they had more power and
Yeah.
that this would stick.
Wow. And
And
apparently it did.
so the coercing began, and they're the ones who came up with the charges. They're the
Wow.
ones who came up with the whole ordeal of the molestation and all these crazy sexual things that supposedly happened, which never did.
So your both brothers stayed with the adopted parents that filed the charges.
Correct.
And they were how old at that time?
I'm not sure.
Chris turned 6 the day of court.
6 and 4?
Yeah, I think so, because Chris turned 6 in 1993, the day he testified against his dad.
Wow.
And Shane was 4 at that time, because Shane was found incompetent to testify, even though they did try to say that he was the one that was telling them most of this.
Wow,
Shane
a
had no
4-year-old.
competency at all.
That is
And they
ridiculous.
didn't do any, so did they do any rape kit with the boys?
No.
No, they had physical examinations is what they had, and we found out that the first doctor never even did the exams.
Oh,
Wow.
That he was a family doctor and family friends, and then they were re-examined by another doctor in New Orleans.
I mean,
And
it is such a...
there was no evidence, no physical evidence at all.
And so
Wow.
I'm just trying to figure out, he's been in there how long?
26 years.
26 years, and you guys can't get another retrial?
We
No.
actually had I remember, I think I was about 13 or 14, and my dad had went back to court, and they pretty much made him look like an idiot.
Wow.
Basically, I mean, they didn't want to hear nothing we had to say. Tapes had gotten lost from the psychologist that we were going to see, the counselor, basically, who was supposedly not even educated enough to deal with that type of situation, but she still counseled us anyway, which happened to be Chris and Shane's adopted mom's cousin.
Wait a minute, the cousin of his adopted mom was the counselor for the rape charges?
Yes.
I mean, the story is like, I can't even believe, we were talking about it earlier, like, it is unbelievable how he is sitting in prison, and it is clear that this man is not, this is an innocent man sitting there. Now, Janet, he's wrongly convicted, but what is he's under, you said he's innocence? What was the name that he's under?
Yes,
Tell us a little bit about that.
Innocent.
Okay.
Well, Dwight is actually innocent, and that's how we have filed in our post-conviction, is under actual innocence.
Okay.
It's a very narrow door, but there was never a crime.
No, there's no evidence, nothing.
There was never anything. This was all fabricated and put together. And Rebecca was right. Whenever Dwight did go to court, he represented himself. Dwight, when he first went to prison, had the comprehension of a third grade level.
Goodness.
And this man has been left to defend himself in court, which he does very well at what he knows.
Yes.
He's now got a college degree and several licenses and certificates, and he's got, he was valedictorian of his graduating class this year.
Amazing.
Last year.
Yes, it is amazing.
Well, now, what about, Janet, what about you guys and Rebecca, what about going, to file charges on, the lady that had started it? I would be Chris's adopted family, or I'm not going to say lady that started it. The ones that had started this, obviously,
She is deceased.
Okay.
Well, what about her husband and her cousin?
Anybody that had any part of this, why don't you guys, did you do anything to try to get them on, because that's slander, this man's reputation, I mean, this is ridiculous.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah. We have talked about that, being able to file a civil suit against several different people
Okay.
that participated in this. And it's just, these kids have been going through this for all these years.
Yeah.
Yes.
They want to know, when is their time served.
Yes, and
They want their dad out. This is some of the worst psychological abuse that you could do to somebody, what they have done to these children.
Yes,
Oh, I believe
It is unbelievable.
Yes.
And it's unfathomable that he is still sitting there after all this time, and there was never a crime. This was invented. But this is also politics here.
Yes, because obviously it was who she knew was able to do this.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what it is. But I want you guys to know, and when me and Janet had spoke before, and Rebecca, that, Pink Peacock Project, 100%, you have our support. We're going to help, even though we're out of Illinois, we are going to contact with those innocent projects in Louisiana to help him and get everybody on board to help get your dad out and to get Dwight out, because that is an innocent man sitting in prison for something with a charge that is, there's not even no words for that. And for those people who lied on them, you know how people say you never wish bad on people. I hope they burn in hell for what they have done.
That's true.
Not only to you, Rebecca, to Janet, and for him to be sitting in that concrete coffin.
So in Louisiana, what kind of wrongful conviction schools are any of the colleges or universities, do they do wrongful convictions? Do they have like here in Chicago, they have Northwestern has a wrongful conviction.
Yes.
They have a school where they study these cases.
Northwestern University.
And they help to prove the wrongfully convicted person's innocence. Do you all have that kind of access in Louisiana?
There are colleges here, Loyola University.
Okay.
You know, there are several here that do take their law students and work on some of these cases. Our case is especially tricky because of the fact that there's no DNA. That is one reason that the Innocence Project has not taken it yet, because there's so much involved when you try to prove a wrongful conviction with no DNA. You know, and
So the DNA, you're talking about DNA from him or DNA from the children when this event was supposedly taking place?
there was never any DNA.
So they didn't do a rape kit.
No.
They
No,
did not
they
do a
didn't.
rape kit.
The way that they put
And
it,
they-
basically, from what they said, that everything that happened supposedly to us, all that supposedly happened, we would have been, literally tore up, basically.
Yeah.
And we weren't. You know,
Okay.
There were 21 individual adults
anything of such,
accused.
like I said, we were very low income people. My parents were young. Maybe they didn't make the right choices as parents, but hey, it doesn't give them the right to charge my father and my mother for this horrible charge. That
Your mother
never
was charged
happened.
too? Your mother was
My
charged
mother
too?
was charged too, and she was forced into taking a plea bargain.
Wow.
Because she had never gotten in trouble, nothing like that. And she's trying to, get her life together after we had been taken away, basically. And they come at her door with this, saying all this, and take her to jail. And they scared her. They scared her and told her that they have hard evidence, and we were saying that all this happened,
Wow.
which was a lie. They just scared the death out of her.
Now, is she
Scared the
current?
crap out of her.
Rebecca-
And she ended up taking a plea bargain.
Rebecca, is she currently incarcerated now still?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
She took a plea bargain, and she was charged with I think a 15-year sentence. She did 7 of that 15.
Wow.
Dang.
But she still did time on an,
3.
Where
But she
is she?
still has to
Now, a sex
register.
offender.
Where is she now?
She is
She lives in
her
Louisiana
hometown
here.
now,
okay.
and she's living, and trying to make her own life. But
You said she did,
offender,
yes.
You can Google her name, and it's just disgusting, and I hate that for her. I really do.
And you're right, she has to, because of the charge, she had to register as a sex
Absolutely,
offender,
yeah.
so now she can't live around any schools,
my God.
parks, it's limited stuff because of that charge that she did not do. Now, Janet, you were saying, and I want you to get that out there, about that there were 21 other people supposedly involved
Yes,
in
there
this?
were 21 adult individuals accused of participating in raping and molesting these children over a
21?
2-year period. Yes.
Oh my God, what happened to the
Yes.
other people?
No one was ever investigated other than Dwight, his wife, and there was another man that proved that he was living in California at the time that these things supposedly happened.
Wow.
California would not even extradite him. Therefore, Dwight and his wife were both under the same bill of indictment. The lawyer and the district attorney for Dwight's wife, the lawyer, the district attorney, and the judge separated the charges because they had to either both take the plea bargain or it would not have been good for either one of them. So what they did was they separated the indictment and then they scared their mother into, taking the plea bargain. They told her she would die in prison. She was 23 years old, the first time she had ever been in jail.
Well, on that note,
She had never been in trouble before.
we're going to stop for a break. When we come back, we're going to continue with this unbelievable. I mean, it just even no words for this. But when we come back, we're going to continue with Janet and Rebecca. So please join us on our second half of Triple P Radio with host Sarah Felder and my producer Wanda Carter. We will return. Okay. Thank you for joining us back on Triple P Radio. This is your host, Sarah Felder, founder of Pink Peacock Project, and my producer, Wanda Carter.
Hi, Sarah.
We're back with our two special guests, Rebecca and Janet Q. They are the family of Dwight. Welcome back, ladies.
Yes, girl.
Hi.
You ladies,
You need a break.
I admire you for the effort and tenacity you have demonstrated to help get this gentleman out of jail. And you know what? When wrong has been committed, things change. And we're going to find a way to help this gentleman get out of prison, because it sounds like they just railroaded him.
Yes, ma'am.
That is what several people say.
And I just want to tell you, both of you, that you're exactly what Pink Peacock Project is all about, standing by a loved one in their time of incarceration. You guys both are amazing,
Yes,
powerful,
absolutely.
strong women.
Without a doubt.
And again, like I said, you have 100% support from Pink Peacock Project, my producer, Wanda Carter,
Yes.
and all of us out here in Illinois with the organizations that I work with and that she knows. We're going to team up and we're going to get them out. Now, since we're back, I want Janet to go ahead. I want to hear about all, and Rebecca, please join in also, all of the positive stuff he has done while he has been incarcerated. Because basically, a lot of times when people go into prison, they always want to point out negative stuff.
Yes.
So let's talk about all the positive, and he has done a lot of positive stuff. Go ahead, Janet, tell us.
Yeah. Dwight's mom was actually killed in an automobile accident whenever he was 7, and that was, really hard on him. He and his brothers and his sister they were shuffled around from relatives to boys' home, and when Dwight was 14, he was told that he was on his own, and so that's what happened. I mentioned earlier about him having a 3rd grade comprehension when he did get incarcerated. And it's important to look at all that he has been able to accomplish, because he rode the little yellow bus his whole school life.
Wow.
He was called retarded. He was called, different names, told he would never amount to anything. And for this man to turn around, and now he has a landscape horticulture contractor's license.
Wow.
He also has a growers technician and a landscaping technician that's also degrees.
Wow.
And then he has non-chemical and pest control licenses with endorsements.
Amazing.
Under his belt too. And he's still studying. He is over a pilot program for the prison. It is the only one that so far in the United States.
Wow.
It's a pilot program for the coastal restoration.
No.
And that is through Common Ground Relief, and he is over that project. He grows.
It seems like he has done so much positive
Yes.
stuff since he's been in there, that they ought to consider that a factor in his release, his early release. He should be able to get out on good behavior, if nothing else.
Whenever he went up for his parole, they denied it because of the charges. They would not even give him a chance to hear it.
Wow.
And
Rebecca,
that was 2 years ago.
Rebecca, what were you saying?
I want my dad to be cleared of this.
Yes, definitely.
I mean, not good behavior. I mean, if it was good behavior, he should have gotten out a long time ago.
Yes.
But no, I want my father to be innocent. I want his name to be cleared.
I agree.
Because this never happened.
I'm just saying what should have
I'm not saying
happened.
they were the perfect parents and all
Yes.
that,
But who has the perfect parents? You know what I mean? Nobody does. So.
Exactly. I struggle every day as a parent, so, exactly. But, you do the best you can with what you can.
Exactly.
But, the charges that he was charged of, him and my mother both, never happened.
And that's what the whole thing is. It never happened. You have an innocent man, you had an innocent woman sit there and now is slapped with a sex offender charge that is limiting her on certain areas she can live, be around, people she can be around just because of that charge. And he's sitting in prison on a charge that never happened because of the individual that, in parentheses, quotations, new people put an innocent man and woman in
Can you
prison.
imagine how many people are in prison because somebody decided that's where they needed to be? And Janet, did I understand you to say that their mother passed away? She had an accident?
The boy, yes, the adopted mother, she did. She passed away. I believe Chris might have been 9 or something like that whenever she passed away.
Okay. But the real mother is still here. She's just living her life.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes, I spoke with her yesterday, and that's something that I really would like to see happen. Is that not only was their father wrongfully convicted of this, so was their mother,
And she needs to be cleared too.
To be cleared of this,
Yes,
so that
absolutely.
she can live her life
Absolutely.
and be free of this.
Yes.
I mean, how long does this family
Have to
who
suffer.
the system has torn apart?
Yes.
How long do they have to continue to go through this because
sense.
nobody wants to admit bad? Well, I'm sorry.
Well, Janet, I
It's
want
bad,
you...
and what's done in the dark is going to be brought to the light.
Exactly. Now, Janet, I want you to tell also, before we end, I want you to talk about the website that you guys have put up for Dwight. And I want you to tell everybody about the website. And then now the people listening, they can contact the website because your information is on there. And if they have any questions or any way of helping, they can contact that. Then they can get in contact with you like that. But go ahead and give the website. Let's spell it out slowly so people listening, they can jot it down. Go ahead, Janet.
Okay. It's Jerome Dwight Bergeron. That's JeromeDwight.weebly.com.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Is there a phone number that you want to give?
No, not a phone number. My email is, anyone is more than able to get my email.
Okay.
And that is JanetQuinnalty57@gmail.com.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, now, before we end, I just wanted to tell you both, thank you so much for being a guest on my show, Triple P Radio, and telling us and the world the story of Dwight's innocence. And again, like I said, you have people that are working with you guys to get him out. But before we end, let's say any last words for anybody listening. Rebecca, go ahead and end us with a few words.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I have been recanting my father's innocence of what I said and everything. I remember being coached. I remember going over things over and over again to being told what to say. I was at a very impressionable age. I have a 6-year-old myself, so I know, exactly how that works. You tell a small child something and you tell them other things and this and that, and so they'll say it.
Yes.
And we did, and in the documents they say that me and my brothers didn't have contact, but we did.
Yes.
I saw my brothers all the time. They saw me all the time.
Okay. All right.
So we
And that was something that I would like to stress on.
So this never happened, and to my mother and my father, my biological parents, and I have been trying to tell the world for so long, and we just want this nightmare to be over with, and any help or anything that we can get to get my father out and get his name cleared would be the utmost appreciated, because not only is he suffering, but we also suffered our
Yes.
whole lives as well, living on this lie, basically that we put our parents in prison for something that they didn't do.
And when we also we're gonna work on, clearing also the main thing is to get him out, and then also to clear your mother of that awful charge too, to get that off of her.
Yes.
Now, go ahead, Janet, you wanted to add something too, please?
Well, I just wanted to say, you know, that like I said, these children, the accusations were of 21 adult individuals having raped and molested these children. There's no way humanly possible that a 1, 3, 4, and 5-year-old child would not have had some type of marks from that.
Ooh, they would have had mental instability. They would have had physical instability. She wouldn't have been able to have any children. They would have been torn up from the inside out.
Yes, exactly. And, you know, these children attended counseling for a month before these charges ever came up.
Wow.
And, you know, Rebecca even said in counseling, you know, I'm afraid to go to court because I might not remember the big words for the bad stuff. Well, my question to that is, if it was her words, why would she not remember them?
Exactly.
And also, you know, under the case that we went under, Michael Weary's case, and his case was referred to as a house of cards. And I think that this house could very well fall just as easily, if not easier. But, you know, we can show that the prosecutor's theory, which is that how can these 3 children have the same story and they never saw each other?
Right.
That theory was completely wrong, and we can prove that.
Yes.
Which means that under that, Jerome is entitled to a new trial.
Yes.
Bottom line. And any attorney out there listening to this would know that.
Yes.
That by itself is enough.
And Janet, I'm also going to reach out to you and give you I will email it to you, the information for the Northwestern University out here in Illinois. And I want you to reach out to them. And even though it is Illinois, they may be able to guide you or speak with somebody in Louisiana, because they are excellent at these type of situations.
Yes.
So we will definitely touch bases with that. I will email you that information. And again, I appreciate you both for sharing the stories. Rebecca, you too, you're a very strong woman.
Absolutely. And don't give up hope. Just know that once you put it out there, the ball is going to start to roll.
And you have a strong...
I've never given up hope. I've never given up hope. Janet was basically God sent. I'm so serious. I have fought this battle quite a long time. And, you know, being a young person and, you know, going through things in life, of course, having this on my mind.
Right.
You know, went through several things in life, and I'm so tired of it. And I want my father. I missed out on that, you know. Yes. And my brothers did as well.
Yes.
And now his grandkids are.
Too. But he's at a good place now, and he's such an awesome person, I'm telling you. And I know that he would be just an awesome person to the society. Right. And we just can't wait to have him home.
Yes, and he'll be very proud of you also with this interview. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no, you're fine. He'll be very proud. Well, is very proud of you guys.
Yes, ma'am.
And I've
been involved in his life for quite a long time.
Yes.
My adopted parents allowed me to see him. So I was always involved with him and my mother as well.
That is good. That is good. I want to thank you guys, and we will. I know your brother Chris was not able to join us today because of his work schedule. So we will have a part 2 of this interview, and we'll be able to share some more information, hearing from Chris and you, Rebecca and Janet. And then by that time, we should have updates and other directions to get it going, where to bring them home.
Thank you
Okay,
so
and
much.
so I just would like to say that all of our information is on that website, and
Yes.
you can find all of the documents there also.
Okay, go ahead and give us the website one last time, please, Janet.
Jerome, Dwight, Bergeron, .weebly.com, JeromeDWIGHTBergeron, .weebly.com.
All right, well, thank you, and also I know you can Google his name. Say his name
Yes.
again in clear to make sure I don't botch up the last name, but you can, I know if you Google his name, everything comes up. So Janet, tell them that again, please.
Jerome Bergeron. Some people pronounce it Bergeron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so they
He
can,
used to see anything except late for dinner.
okay. All right, perfect.
Pleasure, ladies.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Hugs to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you
right.
so much for your time.
Thank you.
welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hashtag free Dwight, and I also want to shout out to all of the men and women in the federal state penitentiary. Stay strong and positive, and Pink Peacock Project has your back. Until next time, Wanda, have a great evening.
Thank you. I'm having a ball. I appreciate it. Thanks, Sarah.